Hey everybody, what's up? I want to talk about those who claim they were abused by their parents. And I'm sure my daughters have claimed that she was abused by me as well. I'm going to ask if that's the case, and let's just say, like my daughters, you were around family, your aunts, uncles, cousins, grandmas, grandpas, etc. And you all gathered and had parties and this and that. And they had contact with you. They babysat you or you babysat their kids or whatever. If you were abused, why didn't someone in your life step in? If there was abuse in your life and you were around educated people, why didn't an aunt, uncle, grandparent, cousin, teacher, church member, etc. call CPS and file a report? Anyone that sees abuse like I've seen, I've called CPS, I've called the cops, I've called and filed reports when I see it. I'm not one to sit back and say, well, it's just the way it is and this and that. No, I've called. I've seen people, I've seen situations, and trust me, cops have shown up at the door. If they saw you being abused and didn't do anything about it, are they not accomplices to the abuse as well? And what I find interesting is that our sons and daughters walk away from us, but they have relationships with our sisters, our brothers, their aunts, their uncles, a grandparent, a cousin. They go to these family parties, and then we're not invited because our children are not comfortable with us being there. And then if your sibling or parent or whatever has a family party and your child is estranged, sometimes they inform you, oh, by the way, your son or daughter is going to be here. This will be the first time you're seeing them in 5 or 10 years. Are you kidding me right now? The last time I saw my daughters 5 years ago was at the bedside of my maternal grandmother, who was passing away at the age of 100. And then also at the funeral itself. And you know what people said to me? Absolutely nothing. If I had abused my children, why was I in my grandmother's home and at her funeral? And why were people, oh, how's it going? And how's your life? And this and that. If I had abused my children, why would educated people have talked to me, hugged me, embraced me, this and that? What, are they trying to save face? What? So let's think about it. If your parents abused you and nobody called CPS or filed a report with your social worker at school, they could have called your school. Did you go to school? Were your parents involved in your education? Because when my daughters were in grade school, I went to their school and I was there all the time volunteering. At every school they were, not the high school because I was working, but I was around their teachers, their principal, their other friends. Their friends came over and stayed in my house, and I knew their friends' moms and dads. But supposedly I abused my kids. Are we kidding right now? I can guarantee you, you may not be perfect, but you did not abuse your children. And if you had, and nobody called CPS or 911, then they failed your children as well. So, inquiring minds want to know, if you don't like your mom, why are you hanging out with your aunt or your grandma, her mom, or her dad? What do you have to gain by having relationships with people who have the same DNA as your mom or your dad? Inquiring minds want to know. No more BS. I made a lot of videos. But you know what? You were not abused. If you had been and other people didn't act on your behalf, they are just as guilty. And that's all there is to it. Have a great day, folks. Quit bowing down to them. Don't take it. You have nothing to feel ashamed about. You are human. You raised another human being, and they are not perfect either. And that's all there is to it. I'll be back.